Mr. Secretary, it's a pleasure to have you here again. Difficult times. We're looking at growing debt of nearly $20 trillion, so we know that we have to address that. We know that we have to cut spending in certain areas. The taxpayers expect that. The taxpayers expect us to do these difficult things. They also expect us to protect them. And this comes down to priorities and what we are going to do with the limited funds. And I think that's where a lot of our differences lie, because I know your heart is to protect the American people as your job is given you that, and I believe that that's where your heart is. That's definitely where my heart is, to do with what we can. But yesterday, Emergency Preparedness Response and Communication Subcommittee had a hearing regarding the $599 million cuts to the FEMA terrorism preparedness grants. We had quite an illustrious field of witnesses that were here, including Mr. Jim Butterworth, who is the head of Georgia Emergency Management Agency, and the chief of the Atlanta Police Department, who said that these cuts would cause significant damage in their ability to prepare not only against terrorist activities, but the other threats along with those, from cyber threats, natural disasters, et cetera. Mr. Senna, who is with the Northern California Regional Intelligence Center, who is testifying on behalf of the National Fusion Center Association, when I asked him about it, he said that he believed that these cuts would actually cause them to have to shut down many of our fusion centers, and that is of grave concern to me. Can you respond to what your thoughts are on that?
Congressman, our budget request reflects hard choices to fit within the caps. I will not disagree with you about the importance of our grant money. I've seen it myself to support fusion centers, to support interoperability of communications, to support surveillance technology, to support the Atlanta police chief to pay his cops overtime, to support New York City, to support active shooter training. And given the nature of the global terrorist threat right now, which must involve fusion centers, local law enforcement, to help us detect the next terrorist attack on the country, I think our grant making is important. I would have preferred grant making requests for both state-level funding and UASI funding and the competitive grant programs at a higher level, but the budget request reflects hard choices.